Hey there, hope you're doing well. So, we live in a society here on this planet that is ran and controlled by more the masculine energy, the patriarch. It's a patriarchal society where you are taught to worship only one part of God, one perspective of God, one half of your family, which is the father. For the most part, the masculine energy runs everything here, or they think they do. Most of your companies, most of your CEOs are males. The breadwinners of the family have predominantly been males. And the feminine has played the role of the mother, the producer, the housewife, the one that takes care of basically the home while the man goes out and he provides for the home. The trouble that I've seen, that I just had an amazing experience about at my workplace, is that the feminine has been put into more of a survival mode victim energy, where the masculine, and I'm not saying all, okay, I'm not categorizing all, I'm just saying what I see and sense in the energy, and I'm trying to understand the energy so that, number one, I can change it in my existence if I choose to, and if it is something you're experiencing, maybe you want to change it. That's all. But the experience that I had the other day was this competing energy, this feminine competing energy, where we are competing against each other for money, for survival, because for the most part, we're on our own. We're single mothers who are attempting to run a household, take care of our children, because the masculines that were in our lives, for whatever reasons, different reasons, cheated, lied, manipulated, stole, were toxic, are no longer in our lives and are not participants and are not helping in any way, shape, or form, either the feminine or their children, and have dumped the burden of that responsibility on the feminine. So not only is the feminine taking care of the children on her own, and you see this a lot in this dynamic, maybe here just in the US, but it is predominantly in the African American group. They see this a lot with single mothers. I'm a single mother. I'm holding down the household. I'm playing the masculine and the feminine role. I'm responsible for raising my children. I'm responsible for paying for the bills. I'm responsible for everything. While my counterpart, I have to take him to court to get something because he's not willing to do anything. But he is willing to buy other women cars, buy houses, sleep with other women, take on other families, get remarried. He's willing to do all of those things for himself, but not for his own children and the woman who had his children. And then therefore, I have to go out and these other women I'm dealing with, now we are literally, I'm not, but I'm feeling the energy in this competitive energy of, oh, I have to get that sale, or I have to make that money, or I have to compete for that guy. This is a really unhealthy dynamic for us to be in as females, to not only have the majority of the burden of raising and supporting our children, because the masculine has decided not to be a part of that dynamic, and not only not be a part of it, but also be a hindrance, a problem, putting more weight on the feminine energy. And the reason being is because the masculine really doesn't have a connection to the children, doesn't really have a connection to the female either, except the siphon. And then he just goes and sleeps with other females and siphons off of them. And I'm not saying all masculines are like this. They're not, because I have met some really loving masculines that wouldn't do things like that. I'm just looking at the toxic aspects of it and looking for a solution is what I'm doing. Because it's really unfair to me to be, and for other females to put into the energy of, I have to fight for my survival. Not only do I have to fight the masculine, but now I have to fight these other feminines. We're fighting against each other to survive and also for partnership. That's really bad energy to be in. It's not good. It's not the way I think it should be either. So as I was experiencing this energy and feeling it, I decided, you know what, I don't want to exist in this energy. I don't like this. I'm not competing with you. There is no competition. I love you. I'm going to send you love. And as you're sending this negative energy towards me, I'm going to send it back to you. I'm going to show you a better way. Because I love masculine and feminine. I don't care what your title is or your label. I love all of life. I have all of it. And all of it loves me back, which is why all of these good things happen for me. But I had to get these toxic energies out of the way that were disrupting my life, my way of living, both on the feminine and the masculine side. Because from their perspective, it was all about control, manipulation, domination, which I don't subscribe to that. But us females, especially, we need to not be competing against each other. These females are the ones that attack me the most. Which is really sad because I'm not attacking them. It's jealousy. It's mainly jealousy, anger, resentment, hurt. And I understand that. And I come from a place of love, understanding, but I'm also not going to allow those energies to control, manipulate, impede on my sovereignty, on my way of living. I also want to see masculines step up as well and investing in the feminine and understanding that the energy that you pour into her, because she's the producer, is only going to multiply your production. If you're working together in love as a unified team, wow, I'm a builder. Like, I love to build. I love for things around me to grow, to be beautiful, to be amazing. And a toxic energy, a toxic masculine doesn't want that. It wants domination and control, to be in control. And therefore it will stifle and it will destroy the feminine. And once you put toxins into a feminine and destroy her and rot her, then you have a whole bunch of feminines that are rotting, and now we're in survival mode, victim mode, and hurt. And now we're starting to compete and fight each other. This has got to stop. It's got to change. And it's going to change from us feminines healing those wounds and not allowing it to happen anymore and showing other feminines a better way. And that's what I'm doing, is pushing back in a loving manner, both verbally, energetically, and emotionally, and showing, hey, instead of pushing each other down, why don't we all work together in love and unity and raise each other up? Because then profits go up, the emotional state of everyone goes up, client base goes up. It's beautiful what can be created when we work together like that. So I hope that you, if you're going through this dynamic or if you experience this dynamic, that you are able to change that dynamic. Now, I'll be honest with you, there are some toxic energies that are really not worth your time. And hopefully you know the ones that are and the ones that are not. Because your greatest commodity is your energy, is your mental, your emotional, and your physical, and your spiritual state. That is your greatest energy. That's your greatest commodity. So putting you first, understanding what energies you should invest in and what energies you should not invest in. And first and foremost, your energy. Anyway, I love you. Bye.